Hi, and welcome to another edition of Superstar Insider, where today's hottest celebrities chat with us in their own words. Joining us now, someone who needs no introduction, live via satellite from the French Riviera. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to us.
Glad to be here.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Don't tell
Glad
me
to speak
Negro.
on this
That's not
point.
What were you before the white man?
Yeah,
You were
well,
Negro.
basically, you
And
know, like I
where were
said,
you?
trying to get
And
better with
what
this
did you
vlog,
have?
trying to
What was
see
yours?
if I
What
can make
language
things
did you
happen
speak
with it,
then?
you know.
What was your
Basically,
name?
it's
Couldn't
just
it be
like,
Smith?
therapy or something, just out of everything that had happened, you know, ended up being homeless and stuff like that, you know. Taking this opportunity now to look more deep within myself and my own talents that I got, you know, and perspective of, you know, that's why I got this picture like I'm in the clouds, you know, God, man, is God with me, and is God in me, am I God, you know, can I manifest myself, can I make things happen?
How did the man, what did the man do?
Once you realize the chance that you have, this life that you got, you know, you gotta look at it. I've been in relationships. I mean, it's almost like death. You know, you gotta let it go. And you gotta look at the world in a whole other way. And right now, I'm looking at, you know, more than just my civil rights. I'm looking at my human rights. I mean, that's where I got to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at, look at the time, seize the times. You got Obama, a black president, you know what I'm saying? And then now,
can't prove for sure that
the opportunity blessed, the Obama dollar.
Economics is how you use your time and energy. Money is just a tool. Money has no value whatsoever, except what the white supremacists put on it. That's how they control people, by having us chase money. And they add a little insult to it by putting their pictures on there, particularly picture number one, George Washington in this area of the world, to remind us that he was a slave owner. And we chase after his picture. And it's almost like a fun thing, because they have control. They determine the value of that money. That money doesn't mean anything. I worked for the Treasury Department, or what they call the quote-unquote Treasury Department, for 32 years. I passed by mounds of money every day in my work, all day, up to the ceiling, hundreds of billions of dollars. And the people who worked there understood that none of it is worth anything. In fact, they referred to it as paper.
I mean, maybe I got it.
That's what we called it, the paper.
That's why it's based on.
We didn't even call it money, because that's all it is. It's paper.
I know
paper, money. And it's worth absolutely nothing except what,
I get better
directly or indirectly, a white supremacist says that it's worth.
But like I said, you know, this is
anybody who has a press probably can go somewhere in the woods and print money. Put your picture on it.
That's basically
but what will it buy in a world dominated by white supremacy? There are people who call themselves Africans, Asians, etc. They print money. They are loaned presses where they print money. They design their own money, and they put their pictures on that money.
I mean, I'm loving it. I mean,
but when they present it to the world of white supremacy, the white supremacist looks at it and says, okay, I will tell you tomorrow after I think about it what your money is worth.
Imagine.
I will do that. Now, whoever can tell you what your money is worth can tell you what you are worth. Because, first of all, the most valuable money in the world is a non-white person.
To the penile gland. I'm just going
so the white supremacists first get control of non-white people. Once you get control of non-white people,
the essence of who
you
I
have
am
control of everything.
Don't let
they
the fact
become
that,
money.
Female that
they are the principal money. They are the principal medium of exchange.
My reality.
In fact, in the early days,
know that I was doing these
So
things
I
way
read
before I met her.
they used to
I
trade
just seem to have to forgot. Like you
slaves
forget
in
your
what is
history.
called
Like
the
you forgot where you
triangular
are, where
trade.
you come from. Like if you don't remember your name, your
rum.
history. You know what I'm saying?
That is a form of money, where they take a
That's
person
the whole thing
and
is
trade
about
that
to
person
distract you,
for
make you
a
forget
bottle
who you
of
are,
rum
where you come from, and what you are,
or,
and what your
or a
purpose
load
is.
of molasses.
So hey,
George Washington Carver, it is reported,
do me and you do
was
you.
traded for
Look at
a
that, I'm
mule.
saying,
That's the same
Obama
transaction
dollar,
as you would for money.
the African nation.
So people can be used
Process
as
that
money,
Obama
and people
dollar.
are used as
We
money.
purchased the dollar.
What do you need with paper when you can get the thing that you would take money and buy
They
anyway?
gonna try to bring the Amero.
But then it's very transferable, and you put it in the hands of whoever you want to put it in the hands of, because it is the races who determine who's going to have what amount of money on this planet.
They trying to cash
They
this
determine
in.
who will make money. People just don't go out and say, well, I'm going to make a lot of money. You are not going to make a lot of money unless the races say you're going to make a lot of money. And if you go somewhere and print your own money, they will look at it and they will just flat out tell you, yes, you're a pretty good printer.
I gotta get myself.
And it is some very pretty money. And your picture really looks
hair, so I'm polar. And they can't get on my system, cause my system is the solar. I am so far from the old art, I'm in others. I just eat them for supper, get in my spaceship and hover. Hover.
And if you feel like you're the best, go ahead and do the easy way and
OB, of course, means to me just over both. So if this is what you're searching for, then you're in the manipulation of someone else's energy field. So when they no longer need you, the job is over, then you'll find out just how overbroke you are.
Brother, can you say that one more time? Manipulation of someone else's energy field. Wow, that's a powerful statement. Look at it. Say that one more time. Explain that, please.
Sure, whenever you're on a job, you're usually dictated to. You'll be here at a certain time and we leave at such and such time. Sometimes it's even to the point of punching in and punching out. Now, your time is dictated from the time that you start to the time that you finish. So you're not really yourself. You belong to the individual that's job you're working on. So your energy field is not yours, it's that energy which you're working for at the time. In other words, you've allowed
working, probably been on the job, had a abundance of energy in the day. I know myself, I was electrician, you know. How can you, what do you do with this energy? You cannot be creative, you have to do a task at hand.
Well, you know what, too, Brother Uncle, I was just listening to that, Dr. Officers, and that you know that it's not right for you when you have to watch your watch during the time that you're there. And if time seems to drag, that means you're not happy with where you're at. You're looking to get away. And 30 minutes seems like 3 hours. You know, and this is because this is not who you are. This is not where you choose to be.
Caller, you're live on LIB Radio with Freedom Rider and Rough Mike. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm going to use mine.
Yeah, this is Brother Raymond calling from Flint,
Michigan. Greetings to you, Brother Raymond. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
I am.
All right, you're on with the brothers. What's on your mind?
Yo.
Well, the first thing I have to say, man, what I got is great. You know what I'm saying? It's great to the point where I had to call in. I tried real hard not to, man, but I had to call in to let you brothers know how I felt about it. And then also ask your permission. I'm trying to put together like a United Nations mixtape, man, like our sovereignty before the United Nations. And that FDA song, man, explaining what they're doing to our food and stuff like that, man. I would sure love to add that track to what I'm doing. So, like I said, I added y'all to, I'm the one that's African-American guy that I added to y'all, MySpace.
Keeping a smile on my face.
Yes, brother, yes.
Coming out of the clouds.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to go to that towards my sovereignty and asking y'all. I'm really trying to do it myself, but it's something like I got writer's block or something like that. Maybe so maybe just talking to you, I got the little to the art of MCing and stuff like that, trying to put my thoughts down on paper. But I got so many other things in my life that I'm trying to do, man, that I feel like I shouldn't even have to go in that direction. I got brothers like y'all out there who rapping the way y'all rap. I could even try to go rap it too.
And they can't get on my system, cause my system is the solar. I am so far from the old arts, I'm in others. I just eat them for supper, get in my spaceship
well, there you
and
have
hover.
it. A great talent and a great person all rolled into one. That's all the time we have for now. We will talk to you next time when our guests will include Tom Hanks and Sting. That's right here on Superstar Insider. We'll see you next time.